This is a review of Apple's new 3G iPad. Now, this video is kind of long because I try to cover everything and hopefully things you hadn't seen before. So one of the first questions that comes up is how much slower is it when you're exclusively on 3G versus using Wi-Fi? So I'll show a couple of tests. I'll do a video test and then I'll do a website test. So here's YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and launch this video using Wi-Fi. On this side, I'm going to launch it using just 3G. So here we go. The Wi-Fi, obviously it loads a little quicker and the resolution's a little bit better. So the next test I'll run is searching the web. So I cleared the cache. I'll do it on both examples. I cleared the cookies, everything. So it'll be a pure run. So here's loading Apple's website on this side, and then this will be 3G on this side. I'll do 2-page hits. The Wi-Fi is done. If you're interested in watching video, there's a bunch of options here. My favorite is Netflix. If you have a Netflix account, you can have access to thousands and thousands of videos on the iPad. It works in both Wi-Fi and 3G, obviously the Wi-Fi being a little bit faster, but you can scroll through all these different movies. So let's go ahead and maybe play Star Trek. You'll see the visuals are amazing. Another option is the ABC app. It gives you access to all their shows. And again, in stunning clarity. You can of course download movies through the iTunes Store. If you want to load your own though, you can get an app like this, Goodreader, and it allows you to upload your own MPEGs. If you want to use the iPad to read, I'm sure you're all aware of the Ibook Store. Sorry, I only have the one book here. Of course, you can buy books and flip through them. Of course, go vertical and go page by page. You could take Disney's approach, which really brings the books to life. Marvel Comics changed it as well. They make reading a comic book probably how it was truly intended to, cell by cell. But of course, if you want to read it by page, you can do that as well. I wanted to load some of my own books. So again, this application called Goodreader allows me to load my own PDFs. I get a visual of a bunch of different comics, click on the comic I want to read, and I can flip through the comics just like a page reader. So next I want to talk about some accessories or additional purchases you're going to have to make. The first item I would say, get the docking station. This is the Apple one. It's got an audio output and it's connected to a USB cable. It makes it really easy to sync up with your computer when you're loading in music or movies or such. Just plugs right in the bottom of the pad and makes it stand upright. The only problem is, sometimes you want to watch movies. It's held perfectly, but it won't go horizontal like this. It only works in a vertical format. Oh well. The next is the carrying cases. I got two different ones. I got this kind of pillowy, cushiony one. You know, it's a sturdy device. It feels good. It doesn't feel like it's going to ever break, but you freak out about it scratched. You can go get the clear covers. You can have them professionally attached to the front and the back. You can do it yourself, trying to get the air bubbles out. But for me, bought this little pillowy guy here. Throw it in my backpack, carry around. It's got a little handle. I feel so much better. Now there's also the slipcover. This is this real thin little black sleeve here. It does a couple of nice things. The iPad easily slides in here. You tuck the little lip in. Now it presents it almost like a little book. It's nice. It's got a cover on it. Feels good and secure. Not as secure as the quilt, if you will. It still has access to all the power buttons. You can charge it while it's in here. The trick part is you can actually flip it, the cover around backwards, attach the back, and it'll actually present it to you slightly upright. Which brings me to my next purchase idea, the keyboard. Now, I know you can't see this, and I'll zoom in later, but you can go ahead and use the keyboard instead of using the touchscreen keyboard. It really works great. It closes that gap. I know most people say, can I replace a laptop with the iPad? That's a tough decision to make. I don't know if I can get into it in just a couple of minutes. So as I mentioned, as far as typing goes, you have two options. You can use the on-screen keyboard. I'm just typing into the notebook app that comes with the iPad. The on-screen keyboard works fantastic. It's really precise. Or when you're not on the go and you have the ability to sit at a table, you can go ahead and use your Bluetooth keyboard. It makes it a little bit easier. Another accessory you could buy is the VGA adapter. It allows you to display video from the iPad via a projector up on a wall, but it's pretty limited. You can watch YouTube videos. The only other app I found that could really use the VGA is this thing called the Paper Desk. Select VGA output, and you could literally draw. It'll show it up on screen, or perhaps you need to type. And yes, you could do that as well. But as we could tell so far, it's a fairly limited accessory. As far as those who want to play games on the iPad, I haven't ventured too much in there. There's some funny ones like Smack Talk, which is actually a game for the iPhone, that's why it's vertical. And it talks back at you. Prefer the cute dog. Or the cute kitty. I won't make fun of him. I thought one of the most impressive examples of how powerful or how incredible this touchscreen is a game called Fingerzilla. It's an adaptation of a iPhone game, but this one's made specifically for the iPad, and it shows you how incredibly accurate this touchscreen is and how you can have multiple things going on. Basically, the iPad has a dramatic effect in your home theater as well. In the past, we plugged our iPod through our stereo. You get in close, find the song or the playlist you wanted. It worked fine. But now, with this new display, you can see your albums, select the artist easily, play the song. So as far as battery life goes, I've had this thing on pretty much all day. I've been playing video, music, transferring files back and forth, which charges it a little bit while I do it. But I'm still at 42%. I have the Bluetooth on, the Wi-Fi on, the 3G on, so it's sending, receiving signals like crazy, and it is not wearing down. I'm assuming I could get 12, 15 hours out of this thing no problem. It's really impressive. I just hope it stays that way for, the longevity of its life. So one question that's come up is how do you actually get stuff on the iPad? And you do that through iTunes. Within iTunes, just like you do with an iPad, you select it. And it has multiple tabs, info, apps, music. So if you actually want to load like a PDF in an app, you actually go to your apps, go down to those apps here, and then you would start to load the files into it. This is how you get your music, videos, everything on it. Unless, of course, you buy it through the App Store or through iTunes through the actual iPad itself. So there's a lot of tough decisions to make. If you already know you're going to get an iPad, you have to figure out whether or not you want to pay the monthly and the extra cost of a 3G. That's a tough one. Having access anywhere is pretty cool, especially when it comes to videos, doctors, waiting offices, etc. Or if you already have an iPhone or an iTouch and you're wondering do you just need a bigger version of it, obviously yes, it has more features. It is definitely, if you're going to read books and such, this is the way to go. But I have seen my iPhone friends kind of, after the first day or two, lose a little bit of interest. Something to consider. But for me, I travel a lot. This is my new travel buddy.